Hello everyone, we're going to make a cool 8 container. We're going to shape it and we're going to use the command screw for that. First of all, we're going to use the cast keys. So to do that we press N, scroll down and start up display screencast keys. Icon or text, you can choose whatever you want. If you want text it's like this, if you want icons like that. But I made a tutorial about it so you can look into that. Delete. Okay, we're going to add mesh plane. To start with, we press 7, we scroll in and we go to edit mode. We're going to use the edge selection, right click on that one. We're going to put on top, scroll up until you see the positions of these points. And because we're going to use the screw command is rotating through the y-axis, and the y-axis is the green axis. So therefore we put that line in the middle and we're going to say 0. I want my cool 8 container to be a little bigger, so we're going to choose right click on the edge and we're going to say on diameter I want it 2.5. No, let's say -2, like this. We're going to select that one and we want it higher. So for that reason, we're going to use the Y command and we say 3. Also underneath, we want this, of course, -3. Okay, if you're saying this is not enough, like mine, for instance, I'm going to show -2.5. It's looking like this. Then right click on the edge and we're going to subdivide it. And we're going to subdivide it again. Now we choose the 2 in the center. Just right click on that one. Hold down the shift button and right click on that one. And we're going to subdivide it again. The same. Right click in the middle and right click on the other one. And we're going to subdivide it 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Okay. We're going to vertex selection. And if you look carefully to the cool container, the top of it is a little conically. So we're going to move it aside. And it's rather long conically, thus I'm going to do it like that. Underneath it is less conically, so we're going to move it a little bit aside. And in the center you got something like a little space, because no, we're going to use the vertex. We select that one on top, one underneath, one on top, one underneath. We're going to bring it, we're going to select another one like that. We're going to bring it to the center like that. Pay attention that these radiuses should be no bigger than the distance between that point and that point. Otherwise you're getting in trouble. So it's better to move these a little more up and this one a little more down, so you get a little more radius at the end. Same over here. Move it to the center and move that one to the center. Now I can make later on a radius that are much bigger. It's just important, otherwise you're getting in trouble later on when you're going to make radius. So we're going to select the whole part, by using the selection tool A. Just double click A, select everything. Going to tools, add modifier, screw. First of all, we're going to use axis Y, like this. You see, we got something like that. It's completely good. Angle should be 360. Steps, this means that now you have 16 different parts or faces. I want much more. Let's say, for instance, I want 120. It looks like this. If you want more, just press more. But definitely, after rendering, you still got 16. So you have to change that also to 120 or whatever you like. Switch to object mode and say apply. And this is done. Now, if you look good to your container, go back to edit mode, there will be conical over here and a big conical over there. So we're going to do that. We're going to edge selection, right click on that one, hold down the Alt button and right click on that one, Alt Shift, right click on that one and use the control B for bevel. Move it like this, and you get a nice conically shape. Left mouse click. And now we're going to bring in the radius over here. So to do that, going to right click on that edge, Alt, right click on that edge, hold down the Alt button and the Shift button, and click on that edge, and that edge. Going to do the same. Place your cursor in the center, Control B, and now you can move it until it moves a little bit. Don't go further than this, otherwise you get in trouble. So take something like that and roll down the middle mouse key until you got some radius like you want. Something like that. You forgot what I say. Move that part more to the side, that more to the side, so you can put in larger radius. This is where it comes in. So this is looking rather nice. Now we're going back to putting the material. Just showing you quick a color. I'm going to put mine in red. Let's say red. But this one is only using, or what I'm going to show you is just making the container itself. It's not about how you color it, but I'm going to give you some colors. So plus, and we're going to say new material. We're going to use a white strip, and we're going to define what is white. And to define what is white, I'm going to say this is white, this is white, and this is white, and I leave the rest. So to do that, we're going to select Alt, hold down the Alt button and select the vertical ones like that. See, vertical ones. If you want to select more, hold down the Shift button, select them like this, and say now white and a sign. Okay, now we go back to object mode, and in here you have your cool container. Now the only thing that's left is place the lamps and the camera. First of all, we're going to select the camera. Therefore, we're going to press 0, and we're going to lock the camera. Oh, sorry. Like that. It's looking nice. Cursor on the screen. Press 0 again. Now the lamp. Bring a little more to the back. Or to that. Control D. Put one aside on the other side also. Like this. Select that one and say smooth. And we're going to have a quick look. Pay attention that in here you have an AVI file. Pay attention also to the output, like that, and let it render. And this is the result. Thus, if you like what you see, please subscribe to my channel, and thank you for watching.